Hey guys, Arctic here, bringing you guys a UMP LE gameplay. Also have the TriStar and the G36E Valkyrie later, playing some Cap the Flag, and I'm trying to play the objective as most as I can. So today I wanted to talk about the whole, end of the world thing, the whole thing that's going on. And let me say real quick, most people do not believe this. Most people, at least I talk to, most people in real life don't believe it, right? But I kind of want to, reflect back to when it first came out, like this first bit of, I don't know what to call it, rumor came out, and people were saying, that we're all gonna die, right? And when it first came out, people were actually worried, like, no lie. It was like, do you believe it or not? It was an actual issue in life, right? There was no scientific facts on it other than, like, the mind thing kind of was true. The calendar was indeed supposed to reset, and there was no direct knowledge on whether this was real or fake. Eventually things started to come out pointing to it being fake. But for a while, people were worried, and people will deny it, like, oh, I never believed it. And some people never truly fully believed it, but they never fully pushed it away as it is pushed away today. Now, there are lots of facts that back up that this thing's not going to happen. Like me personally, I haven't believed in that since probably like the first week after the knowledge came out, right? Because first of all, even if I did believe it, what am I going to do? Nothing. So you're not going to change how you live your life. You're not going to change around what exactly you do every day because you're going to die. You know what I mean? Like, that's just no way to live. So, once there's a few things that came out that kind of like made me totally secure. You know what I mean? Before, it was like, I don't believe it, but there's always that little part of doubt that we all have. And, yeah, so what kind of like totally proved it for me was the fact that the mines did not have leap years. So if it was to happen, it would have happened 2 years ago. That was just and that's legit. Like, if they were to be, if they were able to tell the future, they don't have leap years. And leap years are an extra day on, I can't remember, I think it's in February, I can't remember, but it's an extra day. And, over all the hundreds of years that would happen, it would have been years ago, right? It would have been years ago that this happened, because mines don't account for that day. That means we would have skipped that day. Now, if you were to still believe it, you'd have to believe that the mines had some way of, like it was foretold, in like a prophecy that whenever this day comes, this is when it's going to be. And time has changed a lot throughout, history. People consider time in different ways. I think in the Muslim culture, it's actually, of course they live by, it being December 21st, 2012. But I think in actually their culture, it's supposedly like 1053 or something like that. I'm not sure exactly how that is, but I know that different cultures and different religions have different time periods that they live by. So that kind of proved it to me that it wasn't real. But I just want to say, of course the world's not going to end, and I just think it's funny, like the whole phenomena that is going on, people talking about it. It's just a new thing, it's just the next thing. There's always things like this that are going to be going on in our lives, people talking about dates, stuff like that, things that are out of our control. And when it comes to greater power, like things that spread like crazy, like there's supposed to be supposedly a 3-day blackout, I was like, I didn't believe that either. It's like, see, all these stuff is coming out. Like, remember earlier this year, some old guy was saying that the world was gonna end. You know what I mean? There's so many little rumors like this that come out during our lives. It's gonna happen a whole bunch of times. I mean, truthfully, for those who find themselves easier to believe in this kind of thing, I just say to follow whatever your religion says to do. And if you don't have religion, just think about it. And, does this make sense? Probably not. So, I don't know. That was pretty much my point on the end of the world. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Arctic, signing out.